Good morning, everybody. I hope you started out the day happy and healthy. We're going to talk today about the fourth principle, the unity principle, which is prayer and meditation keep us aligned with the one great power of the universe. Okay, that's easy to say, but what does it really mean? And why do we see a difference between prayer and meditation? And a lot of times when we talk about it, we'll talk about prayer or meditation. Now, unity says that one of the differences is that prayer, affirmative prayer, is you state your need. As you get quiet, you state your need. Then deny a belief in anything else but what you want or need. It doesn't have to be a need, it can be a want. But whatever it is, visualize that you already have it and then give thanks for it. And if something's going on in your life that's really uncomfortable for you and you're praying about that, just let that part go. Give thanks in advance for what's going to happen, because it isn't going to happen, it is happening. It's on the spiritual plane already. It hasn't landed in the physical yet, but it's there. And the harder you believe that, the more you believe it and the more you affirm it, the easier it gets to visualize what it is you want. I know if there's something that I need or I want, I do exactly that. Almost before I go into prayer, I start visualizing what it's like when I have it, how I'm going to act, or how the person that I'm praying for is going to act. And it makes all the difference when you can get that picture in your mind and then carry it forward. See yourself in whatever it is, or see your loved one in whatever it is. I think right now, we're all praying for everyone and the health and well-being of the universe. So that's something that always matters. In our first Unity Church together, we always did our meditation, and as we were coming to the end, we sent our thoughts and blessings out first to the people in the room and then the people in our city, and we expanded it out until we had sent it to the universe. And for me, it's always been a little difficult to imagine the universe. I get the stars, but lately I've been getting the feeling of all those other drops in the ocean, all those other pieces of God that are all over the universe. And when you can do that, it makes it a lot easier because you never feel alone. You know you've always got that help. We know we're a part of God. But some days, I have a hard time with that. I don't always feel like God's paying attention, especially when I think I'm in control. And I'm sure nobody else has control issues like I do. But if you do, there's a clue for you. It really isn't us in control. If we want to be in control, we can. Of course, it'll make a mess of everything, but you can be in control. You can even quit the normal prayer and just pray that you get your own way. But be careful, because that's what you're going to get. And that is never a good thing. Believe me, I've prayed specifically and gotten specific and not been specifically happy with it. So I've learned over the years to let it be, to let God decide, let the universe direct me to what I need or what I want. With meditation, it's more of a spiritual adventure. Of course, in meditation, we can take those things that are bothering us in and release them through our meditation and then center ourselves on God. And a lot of times, if something's really getting to me and I'm not getting anywhere with my affirmative prayer, I don't feel like I am, then is when I go into a meditation and I try to stay centered and stop wandering through the mess that's been created, that I've created. I think that's another really important thing, is that you accept responsibility for wherever you are and whatever's going on. And that means if your life is good and you're happy, pat yourself on the back, because it means you're listening. You're paying attention to spirit. You're letting spirit guide you, because I guarantee you, anytime you let spirit guide, your life gets better, 100% better. The people that you're praying for have the same thing. I've had incredible things happen to people that I just held the high watch on, because they joined me in it. And we all know that there's strength in numbers. And it's the same thing with prayer. It's the same thing with meditation. And, you know, we keep hearing, go into your closet or go into private and pray. But that doesn't mean we can't pray together. It doesn't mean we don't meditate together. It means go to that private place within you where spirit dwells, that center of your being. And each of us goes to that place together in prayer. And together in prayer, we're all joined with the one. But it does not mean just go in your closet and hide. For a long time, especially growing up, I thought that's what it meant. And I thought, but I'm in church and I'm not supposed to go by myself. I'm supposed to stay here and pay attention. So, mystery solved for me when I suddenly had the aha moment and realized that they were talking about go to that private place within you. And what I'd like to do for everybody, just to get us centered a little bit, and then we can go on with talking about this. But I think the best way to really feel the difference between meditation and affirmative prayer, or those short, quick prayers you do, is to do a meditation. And I'm going to do what we call a guided meditation, which gives you what you want to do to get into it. This one works for me. If it doesn't work for you, feel free to do it however you want. But if you want to just get quiet, I know that's much easier when you're in a room by yourself. But if you want to just get quiet and relax, and just relax your whole body. Move your shoulders. Let them relax. Your arms, feel them just unwinding, all the tension in your body going away, leaving no space where a muscle is tight or the mind is wandering. Bring yourself into the center. And as we go into the center, picture a rainbow in the middle of a meadow, a beautiful, bright rainbow. And as you go towards it, you're actually able to enter that stream. And as you step into the red and orange bow of the rainbow, take all the unforgiveness that you have in your heart and release it. Let it go. Any anger that you're holding, let it fade away. Let it blend into the red and orange. Leave it. And when you've left it, then take yourself into the green, the beautiful, soothing green, where you can forget all financial strife, all worry, any worries about work or how to meet the bills. Know that Spirit's in charge of it and they're already taken care of. And you're free to keep your money in the flow, to let it out into the universe, to help others free themselves. Know that when you keep the money in circulation, it brings more to you. And just relax there until you feel all those financial things going away. They have no place here. They have no place in your consciousness because Spirit's in charge. And when you feel comfortable there, you've cast off any anger or unforgiveness and any financial worries. Let yourself go into the yellow of the rainbow, where the sun is shining and the birds are singing, and feel that warmth of the sun on your face, down your arms, across your back. Let it flow like a liquid all over your body, warming every place it touches, and feel the purity of it, the total cleansing, as if you'd had a shower in the yellow of a rainbow. And let yourself feel that. Feel the light building within you and spreading out and sharing with the universe. And then let's go into the blue. Gently step in to that blue, beautiful color that's like the sky on a clear day. Feeling the sun on your back still. But in the sky, all of the problems float away. All of the cares, all of the things you need are there. And you can let go of the thoughts for them. And when all those thoughts are gone, step into the full and complete love of Spirit. Step in to the purple healing, to the place where you and Spirit are joined for all time. Feel the loving arms go around you. Lean your head into it and feel that absolute comfort of being surrounded by love. And when you know that you're totally surrounded, let's step into the center of our rainbow, in the middle of that beautiful field we started in. And now let's sit on the grass with the flowers around us, and let's quiet our minds completely, and let's just relax and let the universe flow through us and with us. Join the universe. And once you've rested there and you're feeling all the love and nothing else, let yourself come slowly back to the room you're in and bring that light and love with you. And just relax in your chair and know that you've brought Spirit with you. You've brought it to the forefront. And now we're all feeling it. We're all joined in Spirit as one. And I hope that worked for you. It helped relax you. I know it always does me. And thank you, Michael, for the soothing music. Actually, I probably could have been totally quiet and we all could have just gone with the music. But thank you very much for that. When we're doing a prayer, any type of prayer, the biggest thing that we need to remember is to leave ourselves open to it. And leave yourself open to anything the universe wants to give you. If you're asking for a new car and a beautiful car comes your way at a price that's fantastic, if it's not brand new, it doesn't matter. Think about the fact that when you prayed, you let it go. You said, God, I need a new car. You didn't say, I need a brand new factory card, because you didn't want one necessarily. You wanted the best car for yourself and your family. And that's what the universe gave you. Now you can say, okay, I'm going to pray, and I'm going to pray for a car. And I want it to be, I want it to be a brand new Lincoln. And I want it to have heated seats, and I want it to have power windows, and I want it to have blue color on the outside and pretty white inside, and I want a leather interior, and I want beautiful tires with gorgeous rims. And you'll get that. I'm sure you will, with persistent prayer and a lot of money. Just remember, when you're driving that new car and you're stressing about the finances to pay the $400 a month, and your insurance agent says, guess what, guys, your insurance went up because you got a brand new car. And then you realize you're $30,000 in debt. Remember, the universe always says yes. And isn't that the pits if we don't have our thinking right? So be careful what you pray for. It's fine to get specific if what you want is someone in your life to love you and to love back. That's specific. That's a biggie. We all know that doesn't always happen. But guess what? There isn't just one of those people in the universe. There's more than one. And the universe is going to bring the right one to you. Not just any old person. And the biggest thing I've found about prayer and meditation is, well, it's kind of like when Michael and I moved up here. We were praying for a place that was different than California and where we could retire. And Michael wanted to be near the ocean. And those were the specifics that we had. And did I say we didn't want to be in California? God bless all Californians, but I don't want to be one. So we prayed about it for years. We talked about it for years, and we visualized it for years. And look where we are. We're on the peninsula with the ocean, with beauty all around us. We might have left out one little thing. We might not have thought so much about the house payment. So there's a little fly in the ointment, but there's always a way around those. And if you trust the universe, that solves itself. But we didn't even think about that. And then all of a sudden, I didn't have the client I had. And we started to worry. Oh dear, what are we going to do about the house? And what are we going to do about the insurance? And what are we going to do about food? And what are we going to do about school clothes for our granddaughter? And what are we going to do? You get the picture? It was shut up and listen time, which is what we weren't doing a good job of. And when we did, and we said, if this is the place we're supposed to be, then it'll all work out. If this is what we're meant to do, it'll work out. And when we stopped swimming upstream and trying to make things happen, they happened. Our mortgage company refinanced for us. I got a new on the right path. We only went off of it because we forgot for a moment that Spirit was where we needed to be. And I'm not saying that we went away from unity or anything else, but we kind of patted ourselves on the back and said, look where we got. Look what we did. And I think both of us maybe forgot that we, by ourselves, did not do anything. With God, all things are possible. But when you try to make God a silent partner, it doesn't work so well. It's a lesson Michael and I have learned, a few times. And I'm sure we'll learn it a few more times. The biggest thing I think that we've learned to recognize is when we pray for something, and then there might be a choice between a this or a that to go the direction we want to go. If the way we think we're supposed to go, like we thought we were supposed to go to Oregon, and we pushed and we pushed and we pushed, and we looked and we looked and we looked, and we were bound and determined we were moving to Oregon. Well, we both said, this or something better, God. And we're in Washington. When we wanted to buy a house here, it was difficult for a while trying to find a house because everything was selling really quickly. But what wasn't difficult is knowing that this was where we were supposed to be at that moment. This is where we were led. Doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter for how long. All we have to do is trust that Spirit put us here at this time in our lives for a reason. I believe that you get life experiences that you need, that you've put in front of you, that you've had a discussion with Spirit about on a non-conscious level, and you know the direction you need for your own spiritual growth. And so we take those steps. And we wonder sometimes, and this was a hard one for me to get. I'm going through something really tough at a point in my life, and I can't figure out why. When you're doing that, always take the time to go within and ask, what's the lesson that I need to learn here? Because 9 times out of 10, you'll figure out what the lesson is. And when you learn it, you get to go on. And sometimes you're in that place or in that time because someone else needs you. Always, always stay open to that. Because here's a secret we all forget. It's not always about you. Sometimes it's about those around us and what they may need from us. And in giving what they need, we get all of the spiritual food that we need. But it's hard to remember. I was just talking to someone a little while ago about letting go and letting God. When you need something, or you've got that feeling in the pit of your stomach, and it needs to go away yesterday, I always find it helps to keep my prayers simple. Having done all I can, I stand, I let go, and I let God. And then as the thought starts to pop into my head again and I start to rearrange things and try to fix it again, I say, I let go, I let God. And I try to keep a division between what's mine to do and God's, because I can't do what God does. I can't make it better, but I can follow direction. And if I let God be in charge, I've got everything I could possibly want or need. But I have to know that. And the more you know that you already have what you're praying for, the sooner it manifests in your life. So this week, as you guys go about your normal day, I want you to take a problem and say, having done all I can, I stand, I let go, and I let God. Thank you.